Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alia Balkis and I'm going to explain this part, which is taxonomy and habitat of ringlet seal. The first is taxonomy of ringlet seal, which is kingdom is Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Carnivora, family Phocidae, genus Phoca or Pusa, species is Hispida. The second part that I am going to explain here is the habitat of ringlet seal. So, where do they live? Ringlet seal are circumpolar and range through the Arctic basin and southward into adjacent sea, including the Bering and Labrador Sea. They are also found in the Sea of Okhotsk, which is the left picture, and the right picture is the Baltic Sea in the North Atlantic. Here are more other examples of representation of subspecies of ringlet seal. The left picture is in the Saimaa, Finland, and the right picture inhabit lakes of Lagoda in Russia. The left picture is representation of Arctic subspecies of ringlet seal. Meanwhile, the right picture is world map providing approximate representation of the ringlet seal range.
For morphology, ring seals are small, streamlined seals with a streamlined body shape, dark grey to brown fur, and a thick layer of blubber under their skin. They have claws for flippers and smaller webbed hind flippers for maneuvering through icy waters and climbing onto sea ice. Their rounded heads have small eyes and ears, and they have well-developed senses for sight and hearing. They have specialized respiratory adaptations, creating and maintaining breathing holes called agiles in the sea ice. Females have a specialized reproductive system for giving birth on sea ice. Mode of nutrition. Ring seals are opportunistic feeders, primarily consuming arthropod, polar cod, crustaceans, mollusks, and seabirds. They hunt near the ice floor, edges, or open lakes, using acute senses and diving to 150 meters. Their blubber layer provides insulation and serves as an energy reserve. Living in the cold Arctic environment, ring seals regulate fish population and maintain marine ecosystem health. They are also important food for polar bears and Arctic foxes, highlighting their position in the Arctic food web. For unique characteristics, the first one is breathing hole. Ring seals use strong claws to maintain breathing holes in sea ice, allowing them to surface and breathe without traveling far. The second one is foraging behavior. They are skilled hunters capable of diving to depths of up to 150 meters to hunt for fish such as arthropod and polar cod. The third one is acute senses. Ring seals have well-developed senses of sight and hearing, which are important for detecting predators and prey in their Arctic environment. The last one is vocalizations. They are known for their distinct vocalization, which include various calls and underwater song. This vocalization plays a role in communication, social interactions, and possibly in locating mates for pups.
Now let's we see what is the life cycle of Pusa hispida. Basically, Pusa hispida is a sexual reproduction type, which is it having a mating, fertilization, give birth, gestation, and weaning. So first, let we see mating system. First of all is one male ring seal will mate with numerous females in a polygynous relationship. This thing usually happen in the late spring, just after the females have weaned their pups. The ring cells will reproduce. But we have to know that whenever females wanted to draw and repel to other males, men will set up territories and sometimes will act aggressive. This thing will make vocalization and physical display as part of their courtship display. Next is give birth. Basically, Pusa hispida having a three phase of giving birth. First is pre-birth, second is birth, and third is post-birth. First, let we see pre-birth. Basically, on a stable sea ice, females construct lairs or snow dens, typically built amid pressuring or snowdrift. These dens offers insulation, defense against predators, and shelter from inclement weather, usually in late winter to early spring. Second is birth. One puppy is born to the female. The process of giving birth is usually rapid and takes place inside the den where it is safe. Lastly is a post-birth. Insulation is provided by the thick coat of white, woolly fur known as lanugo that covers newborn pups. Lastly is to keep the pups safe from polar bear and Arctic foxes. The mother stays near the den during the nursing phase so that the fox will not attack the pups. Next is gestation. Ring seals give birth on solid ice after a gestation period of about 240 days, during which time they are at risk of predators such as foxes, bears, and people. Second is pupils of ring seals learn to dive at a relatively young age due to the threat of predator. Lastly is weaning. For about 5 and 7 weeks, puppies are weaned. They have grown considerably in size and weight by now. The pup starts eating solid food during the nursing phase, making the switch from only consuming the mother's milk. The pup needs the energy from the rich, fatty milk for growth and development until it can successfully forage on its own. Other than that, we have to know that the pup needs to learn how to hunt and graze on its own when it is weaned. Developing the ability to catch fish and invertebrates, which make up the majority of ring seals' diet, is part of this.
Hi, I am Audi and I would like to explain about importance to ecosystem and in economy of ring seal. First, for ecosystem, we have predator-prey relationships. Ring seals are a part of marine food web, feed on a variety of fish and invertebrates, including Arctic cod and shrimp, helping to maintain the balance of marine ecosystems. By controlling the populations of their prey, they prevent overgrazing of primary producers like phytoplankton. Second, we have nutrient cycling. As part of the Arctic marine ecosystem, ring seals contribute to the biomass contribution to the nutrient cycle. Their faces and carcasses provide essential nutrients to benthic organisms and contribute to the overall health of the marine environment. And last, indicator species. Ring seals are sensitive to changes in sea ice, making them important indicators of climate change impacts in the Arctic. Their health and population trends provide valuable data for understanding the effects of global warming on Arctic marine ecosystems. We're moving on to the economy. First, we have cultural significance. Indigenous knowledge about ring seals, including their behavior and ecology, is invaluable. This knowledge contributes to the cultural richness and continuity of Arctic peoples. Second, we have tourism and education. The presence of ring seals and their role in the Arctic ecosystem attract researchers and tourists. Ecotourism can provide economic benefits to Arctic communities, promoting conservation and environmental awareness. And last, scientific research. Ring seals are often the focus of scientific studies on marine biology, climate change, and Arctic ecosystems. These studies can lead to increased funding and resources for local communities engaged in research activities.